Lee is an organizational consultant and advisor at Dynamic Square. Sir has 20 plus years of experience in marketing, training and development, business consulting and operations.
Sir holds an MBA in Human Resource Management and Marketing, a PhD in Human Resource Management and an MS and PhD in Psychology. He has published his PhD major thesis in Soft Skills Training, Psychology of Leaders. Dr. Lee has traveled far and wide on professional and personal commitments, trained corporates and students in various soft skills and core skills. He has faculty in leading management and technology institutes. Sir is also a certified practitioner and trainer of linguistic programming, and he is a certified master trainer and facilitator from Cali. Sir has worked for companies like Godrej, Accenture, Ignite Holdings and Dynamic Square.
Now, without taking much of your time, may I now request our speaker, Dr. Felton Lee, to kindly enlighten our students with his vast knowledge. We welcome you, sir. Now, I request Director Sir to present the sapling to our guest speaker. Can we have a big round of applause?
Respected Director, members of the faculty and dear students. Warm good morning to all of you and thanks for coming here in large numbers. Well, as the young women introduced me and told me a bit about myself and told about your organization as well. I'm here, I'm supposed to train you or share my inputs when it comes to an interview. Now I'm sure interview is not a hangman's noose. You're not going to the gallows when you're going to the interview. In fact, you're building a building. You're setting the foundation for a building. That's how I look at an interview. Now, I heard the word stress being used in the introductory message that the young professionals gave out. Now, well, the stress is not only with the students or the interviewees, it is with the interviewer as well. The reason being, if we don't put or give the right inputs or take the right inputs from the students or from the interviewees, we are not going to get the right talent. So the stress is not only with you, don't worry about that. The stress is with the others who are interviewing you as well. So that makes your job easy, because if you know that somebody is stressed, it makes it easy for you, because when stress meets stress, there is distress. Okay, or you can cancel it and it is even Stevens. Now coming to this place, I've been coming here since 2014. So it's a long time, it's as good as my own institution. 2014, I've seen so many of these young students passing out and growing into thorough professionals. Now dear students, the next 1 hour, you have 1 hour or 1.5 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours, good. So in the next 2 hours, you are going to interview me. Okay? Are you ready for that? I don't know, because for me, I've been told 2 hours and I go by the direction given by the director.
For half an hour, you can't interview you for 2 hours also. You have to interview.
You are supposed to interview me. I will give 10 people a chance to interview me. How many of you are ready to interview me? Don't worry. See, a stress is with not just the interviewee, it is with the interviewer as well.
Obviously.
So many of you are prepared to interview me. I come in for an interview. How many of you would like to interview me? Not the faculty, okay? Only the students can interview me. Faculty would ask me questions probably beyond my capacity. How many of you want to interview me? Is interviewing tough or being interviewed tough? Which is easy? Being interviewed or to interview? Which is easy, to cook or to eat? Wow, I like that. So here I've been asked to keep you engaged for a certain period of time, to train you to be stress-free. But looking at your faces, I feel that you are more stressed than me. See, grass is always green on the other side. You've heard that proverb, right? Grass is always green on the other side. For the interviewer, the interviewee feels that, oh, I should have been an interviewer. And the interviewer feels so many subjects, in fact, Hindi and sometimes French and sometimes some other languages that were around my place. Dear students, my job that I have for you today is to make you believe in yourself. Okay, not to teach you anything else. To make you believe in yourself. Somebody has asked you to tell something about yourself which nobody knows, something which is interesting and so on. Okay, all yours. Now watch out for Viber. And I will ask you to train Viber on what best he could have done, or if he has done something really good, you can tell him that these are things which are very good in you. Done? So watch out. What's done? Okay. Because he's tall enough, he need not be there. You know, for me, I might need the stage, but he does not need that.
What do you want to know about it?
And all yours.
I am currently engaged in my father's business of suiting and shirting fabrics. And I don't want to go in any corporate life. I am good in my father's business. And
Okay.
I want to expand.
Now, Viber does not want to go into into any corporate. He wants to stay with this business. Right? In business, you interact with a lot of people, right? Now, in the organization that I'm working, we want corporate people, and we want corporate suits for everyone. So I'm calling Viber, and Viber is supposed to give a presentation. So Viber, you can give us a presentation, and these are all the corporate 186 employees wanting to hear from you what you could offer us.
Clothes.
So for custom, you are having now, we would like to have you supply something for our entire organization. So if that's the case, what would you like to give us? And what is the offering that you have, and how is it going to help us? We are a corporate organization of 186 employees. So how can we benefit from you? And what can that offering be? So my new students, this question could be asked to you in a different way in interviews as well. Okay, since you say that, okay, I've interned in this place. So they are trying to, no, we will try to ask him some questions. Yeah.
So we can use both the languages, Hindi and English, mix up.
See, I have no objection in you using any language. But then if you're going in for interviews, usually interviews are held only in one language. They're held usually in one. Might be you can shift into multi languages at times. But real answer, you can use it. You can go.
So your question is what I can
What can you offer the corporate from your organization, from your place, and how is it going to benefit us?
Of course, I can give you so many things. Now, as you can see, now it's summer time, so everybody is exhausted after its work. So they can go to my place, Sheikh Saab, and have virgin mojito, and you will feel very refreshed after that. And milk also. I can supply in tons of milk.
A question, and what does he address? He addresses your requirement. Okay. So what does he talk about? The immediate requirement being, since it is summer, since it is summer. So this is how when you are going in for interviews, when the interviewer asks you a question, listen carefully. I'm not telling hear carefully, listen carefully. Don't have a pre-biased answer to the questions asked. When I say pre-biased questions, we must have practiced a lot. Must have practiced a lot during our preparation for interviews. See, I would suggest that if you can keep quiet, please. See, I would like you to talk when I call you here. But if you're going to talk to each other, I have no, it's not mandatory for me to have you here. If you want to get a job, or struggling, probably because of the family pressures, or personally you want to have a job for yourself. Not everyone comes from affluent homes, right? So that being the case, please don't disturb your neighbor, please. Ladies, gentlemen, I'm not calling you boys and girls. I'm calling you ladies and gentlemen because I believe that you're mature enough to understand the gravity of the situation. For you, you might have your pocket money which might be more than what you're going to make it a point to do my best. Because no one should go and tell him, Gaurav, see, Felton did not do what you were supposed to do. But that's a commitment we have to each other. So he to ask me, Bhaiya, did everything go on well? And that's how we work. So young students, I understand we should have a little bit of fun, but don't disturb too much your neighbor, because your neighbor must be more deserving than you. Okay? So don't worry about if you have done something wrong till now. Don't at least hurt the others, so that everyone would learn. Done? So one of the questions that every interviewer asks, especially with people like you, who are freshers, is tell me something about yourself. So usually, when this question is asked, you will feel like, this is what I practice. This man is again going to ask the same question. It's not that we don't have any other question to ask. The reason for asking this question is to make you comfortable, the first thing. The second one is to see how you would portray what you know best. How you would portray what you know best. Because if you ask me about myself, I'm sure I could give the best answer better than what Dr. Gaurav would tell me. He might know me so well, but still there will be something in me which I know best about myself, and that could be the best answer. And that gives me a confidence. I've seen some young men and women answering these questions like a parrot. I've done this, I'm from Gita Rattan Institute, of this one, I've done my MBA, If you can really give that answer, you are through with the job. I haven't rejected anyone who's given me a fantastic answer on this. You might not know even the basics, it's okay, but since you know the best about the one that you should know best, I always say, yes, this person should be taken. Especially when the person is a fresher. Well, I'm sure a lot of us have this attitude of taking people who answer this question the best possible manner to let them go ahead and be part of the organization. The choice is years later whether you want to join or not, but this is how we evaluate. Tell me something about yourself. What's your name? Shreya. She's going to tell us something about herself. So all of you be ready, because this is the first question, because if you can answer this question well, let's assume, okay, get ready with the answer. What's your name? Let's assume, get ready with the answer.
Hello everyone.
You've been with me for a long time, because I'm usually careful about this stuff.
Hello everyone, my name is Shreya Agarwal. Currently I am pursuing BBA from Gita Rattan International Business School. So, as the sir said that I have to tell you something about myself. So my behavior is a perseverance behavior. I used to focus only on one thing. And the most that I thought is my weakness is that I prefer more quality over quantity.
if I don't get work in the quality, I have a quality, I don't work in a quantity. This maybe sometimes gives me a problem.
Everything was fine except that you put that problem there. The full stop became a problem. Don't bring anything negative at all. Go a little bit slow. Can you go a little bit slow on the same answer? Can you go a little bit slow? I'm Shreya. With that.
Hello everyone, my name is Shreya. I am currently pursuing BBA from PDW International Business School. So, the most prominent behavior of mine is the perseverance behavior. That is,
See, this is what we want. We don't want anything. We are not there to judge whether your answer is right or wrong. All that you need to portray is the confidence. That yes, even if I don't know, I'm trainable, I'm willing to do, I have the confidence. That's all we are looking at. It is not whether the answers are correct, whether you're perfect. No. We are looking at four things. One is your academics, your aptitude, your attitude, and your communication skills. Your academics, your aptitude, your attitude, and your confidence. Go ahead, please.
so my behavior is the perseverance behavior. So what is that?
That's all. My behavior is a perseverance behavior. Very good. Thanks, Shreya. Now we'll have Karan. Come. Anyone else wants to volunteer for this question? Very good. Okay, last vendors. So after her,
Hello everyone, I am Karan Bora and I am pursuing BBA from Geeta International Business School. I have completed my internship in Biovision as a campus ambassador, and my hobbies are reading newspaper every morning and listening music.
okay, sir, 1 minute. My hobbies are reading newspaper every day, listening to music. Go a little bit slow. Don't love it. Perfect. You started very well. I give you 10 or 11 marks out of 10. Start.
Hello everyone, I am Karan Bora and I am pursuing BBA from Geeta International Business School. I have completed my internship in Biovision as a campus ambassador, and my hobbies are reading newspaper every morning and listening to music, and I have a strength that I am a quick learner, and my weakness is that I have a stage fear. Thank you.
Especially your strength. Go a little bit slow. My strengths are 1, 2. You need not say 1, 2, 3. Go a little bit slow.
And my strength are quick, that I am a quick learner. I can learn things very quick, and my weakness is that I have a stage fear.
And I hope that I achieve everything that I think I can do, and I just want to do my best.
Thanks, Komal. It is not what inputs it, it's how you portray it. Right? Bringing in a quote, talking with confidence. You can even talk anything that you want to talk. But how are you impressing the other person? Yes, this person is willing to do something different. And the answer is very clear, no. All that you need to do is, even if you don't know the answer, when you say, sorry, I don't know. It's not looking down and up. Look at the person and say, I don't know. Not knowing is not a sin. But willing to learn is a virtue. Come. I'm really happy that I have volunteers. Okay, I have volunteers, and that's something exceptionally good, especially with the younger ones.
Good morning everyone, my name is Elsa and I'm from the International Business School, and my strengths are my personality is dynamic. Can you hear me? My strength is that my personality is dynamic. My personality is dynamic. I can change with the environment. For example, as the pandemic arrives, I went to my father's business and I worked at a field level. I evaluate all the things that were going on in the market and try to bring some new changes in the market, and I have succeeded in this. My other strength is
Well, I appreciate you, well done. I appreciate you for volunteering and coming here. That's what, nobody wants job. I'm really proud of the institute because, nobody wants to get placed. Everyone is happy in father's business. Yeah, what do you want to add? Okay, come. Qasim wants to add something, what he wants to become. You can also come. Come. Yeah, you can come.
Well, apart of my father business, it's apart from that, I want to be an entrepreneur, an actor, and I'm very, very serious about my acting career. After BBA, I'm gonna start do some acting courses in Barry John Academy and preparing for NSD, National School of Drama, which is in CP. If I think everyone is aware about that.
We're going to have a batchmate who's going to be an actor. Well, we are doing acting every day because for the teachers and faculties, we are acting every day. So you can learn a lot of things from the teachers as well. Come. You can tell us what you want to do. Don't miss out on that call. You might not need that company, but go there for an experience. Go there for an experience. You must have heard many of your friends must be preparing for CAT. And when you get a call from any of the IIMs, you go well prepared. You would be happy to go to the lesser known IIMs first, because that is an experience for you. Suppose you get a call from IIM Rohtak, and got also a call from IIM A and B and from Kolkata. And if you're getting the first one at Rohtak, you say, okay, I have the others coming, this could be a practice ground for me. I'm not belittling IIM Rohtak, but since it's fairly new, it's not one of those very established ones, these are the new ones. Now, one more question that I want to ask you. Tell me something about why have you done a BBA program? Come, what's your name? Shelja. Come. So Shelja is going to tell us why she is pursuing a BBA program.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shelja Gupta, and I pursued BBA because my dad told me. I never want to be a BBA course, never, because I want to be a musician. I was passionate about it. So BBA majboori hai mere. And I come college just for attendance.
So Shelja says that she has come here because her father forced her. She loves music. Now, after having done 3 years of BBA, how are you trying to connect your music, love for music, and this BBA course?
After 3 years, yes, I can say that I connect BBA with music because there is some personality development in this course, and which helped me in music career as well. For example, 3 years later, 3 years earlier, I not able to judge people, and even I learned body language. Yeah, body language. I can exactly read the body language of the person, and I can say what he wants and what he thinking and what he is interested or not interested, like that.
So she has learned body language. She has come for the interview. She says, I know I can read body language. The interviewer is immediately asking her, can you read my body language? I know this. Interviewers are not ordinary ones. They are more dangerous than you. They will ask you immediately, telling you that, oh, you can read body language, very good. Now, can you read my body language? You have been here now for 10-15 minutes. Can you read my body language? Now she is scanning me.
No, not scaring. I'm just saying.
No, scanning. I said not scaring. She was scanning me, yeah.
I just saw your feet position.
Okay.
So it shows that you are interested in this seminar. So because your feet says that you are interested in telling these things and communicating interview skills and all.
Oh, very good.
And you are quite confident.
See, what she has touched on is very generic. But at the same time, you connect with the person who has asked you that question. Very good. Give a big hand.
Thank you.
One or two things that you can say that. Yes. Well, being an introvert, interacting with people don't fascinate me. Being an introvert, interacting with people don't fascinate me. I've overcome that by deliberately interacting with people. My profession is now to interact with people and not to keep away from them. So this is how I worked in. I started working in the field of sales and marketing for 2.5 years that I worked in my first job. Though I knew that I did not have much of a selling skills, but I forced myself because I wanted to come out. And that's the biggest learning that I ever had in my career. Thanks to that exposure, today I'm meeting, training people beyond my capacity. I've never been an interactive person, but thanks to my hard work, starting from my home and then my education and then my work, has helped me to overcome this. Okay, so every person has a weakness. And if you look further, at one point of time, I could get angry. Yeah, it's not possible to be perfect. We all have weaknesses. And as you said, he said stage fright. You pick out of 10, if you pick 9, they would say, I have stage fright. Including me, I have stage fright. For me, it's for 1 second, whereas for you, it must be for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and so on. But all of us are on the same boat. Now, whenever you go for an interview, the first impression is very important. That's why they say your interview is made in the first few seconds. And in an interview, the first thing that you do is you walk into an interview room, right? You walk into an interview room. So when you walk, as Shalja said, you know, the confidence is seen in the way that you walk and the way that you sit. I'm sure you would have a chair to sit. Today we are moving in from sitting down interviews to standing up interviews. It will be 2 people standing face to face, and you know, it's an interview like that. Especially with youngsters like you, we have been trying that where we talk to them very informally and get a lot of things from them, share these inputs with the panel, and then the HR people step into the picture and decide on your candidate. Your first way of walking. When you walk in, some of you walk with heads down. Some of you walk with heads down. Some of you look nowhere. Some of you look straight at the panel. It's like that the panel is there and you walk straight. You stop. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Or good morning, sir. If there is a lady, you always wish good morning, madam, and good morning, sir. Okay. Ladies first, even though we talk about equality, it's always good to give the respect to the lady. And if there are many women, then you need not worry about that. You wish them all and then wish the man. Does not mean that if there's only one man and few ladies, you need to wish the man first. Man always comes last one because the donkey comes last. Right? So whenever you go in for an interview, the first one is, if the door is locked, what do you do? Now don't kick like this. Give a very gentle knock and not the way that you bang. Somebody said, why do you bang that? He said, this is how I'm used to, because when my brother uses the washroom, if I need to get him out of the washroom, I need to really bang on the door. Something going on? Yeah? Children, feedback form is not what you... Feedback form is not what you are here for. You write good or bad, but if you go without getting what you have come here for, then there's no point in writing a feedback form. So can you give me back your feedback forms, please? I'd request if you can give back the feedback forms. To ask, but I'm still asking you, why do you want this job? Any job that's on offer, not which job. You're come here for an interview, so you. Okay, she says to gain experience, to earn money. Some of the answers, it's okay. I want a little bit more answers. Don't worry whether you have not been focusing on that. But why have you come? Why do you want this job? To add value to the organization. To stand somewhere in life. To be independent.
Sir, to see how corporate works.
To see how the corporate works. She's angry with me because I got back the feedback form. She said, I won't give you the answer. It's okay. Why do you want this job? She wants to fulfill her dreams. To go? But he wants to buy a Ferrari. To learn and grow, okay. Yeah. Sharja, why do you want this job? For you?
For my growth.
Okay, fixed your requirement. Now, this question is sometimes asked, but deliberately we don't ask this question, because when you've invited somebody to somebody, you should not ask this question, why do you want this job? No, well, we ask it in another way. What can you offer to this job on offer? What can you give to the job on offer? My skills, what are your skills? Now, when this question is asked, how can you add value to this job on offer? Well, you can say, these are the skills that I have, and this is what the job requires. I perfectly match majority of the skills that the job requires. The rest of it, I'm capable of learning. So, you should always relate to the question and find out why is the interviewer asking you this question. It is not very easy for you to imbibe everything that the interviewer has in mind. What can you offer to this job?
Skills. See, when you... Sir, depending on the requirements of the job, right? According to the requirements of the job, I think
So you heard answers from here. Relate with that. You gave a very nice answer. You gave a good answer. Even
by time and hard work.
Put it in a more articulate way. Well, my time and my hard work. are part of the requirements of this job. I'm good in streamlining. You must start speaking a little bit. It is not that you click once the old way of writing your exams. In the last 2 years, you've been only clicking your exams. You have to come out and articulate a little bit more about yourself. Somebody there? Yeah, you can give to Sardarji. On.
Hello. My skills and hard work I can give to the organization to work in more effective manner.
Now, to work.
From my skills and talent hard work.
Shalja, one last chance for you.
My skills and my smart work is essential for this job.
So, you usually when there is a job on offer, you have a job description that would be shared with you, or the job profile would be shared with you. I'm sure with your, if you have campus placements, you would be given a job profile. So, what would you do when you have a job on offer? What would you do when there is a job on offer? Extremely good. You know, he said, I'll apply for that. Then, after that, what you will do? Very good. Do a little bit research about the company. Now, when I say do a research about the company, that includes what are things that you would learn about the company? Very good. He says vision and mission. That's the advantage of doing a BBA. Company is vision and mission. Salary package. That's because he's a businessman. The first thing he would look is paisa. Okay. What else? Okay. 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 So he says that the person should have a problem-solving capacity. What else would you research about a company? Working environment. Market. Okay. The reputation of the company in the market. Whether there are boys and girls in the company, there will be plenty of them. Location. The hierarchy, okay. The company achievements. And learn to read cues. See, when the person asks you questions, listen to boomerang. You can say that, well, going by the standards, I'm against any war. Okay, this is being politically correct. I'm against any war. And I would rally to see that war does not happen, because we have already gone to 2 great wars. And I would not like to see the 3rd war happening. Even though you might be with Russia, even though you might not might be with Ukraine. But over here you are trying to be politically correct so that you won't create or make up a controversy. Now, earlier I was told that you people feel
Sir, there should be a third conclusion about that.
And let it not creep into an interview. Because I've seen one of the movies very recently, and these words were used so frequently in the movie, and I thought that we are in American still. But this movie was using it so much in it that I was surprised that that could well creep into our regular conversations as well. So beware of using any unwanted or unparliamentary language, even though in your regular informal conversations you're so used to it. Practice that you don't bring it out into open, especially in an interview or in a formal situation. So that's something that you must generate. Don't use compound sentences. Use very simple sentences, because in simple sentences we don't commit many mistakes. Use simple sentences, 3 to 4 words. And mind your language, because you should not club them. The moment you club them, you might not be able to drive the meaning that you would like to portray. So that's one more thing that you need to keep in mind. Greet if you are shaking hands with a person. Okay, greet the person well. And men, if you have a panel of women or few women, don't be the first person to extend a hand towards a woman. Let the woman extend her hand and then you can stretch out your hand. If she does not, don't stretch out your hand. But that does not mean that the women cannot do that. If the whole panel are men, you can still stretch out your hand. And no man is supposed to say no to a stretched out hand. Okay, so that's how the etiquettes talk about. And when you're going in for an interview, your attire is very important. Your attire is very important. Take for example, ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention please? Your attire is very important. Usually they say, whenever you go, wear a darker shade of a pant. Usually it is navy blue, black, grey, or the darker shades of pants. Wear a lighter shade shirt. Now white, light blue, those colors look nice, it radiates on the face. So it's better that you use something which is light. Of course, I'm sure many of you might be going in your college blazers as well. So there's nothing much to worry about. Have a well-groomed hair if you have hair. So if I say groom, then you say, what will you do? Yeah, I go like this. Okay. Have a well-groomed hair, at least before you go in. Learning for us, for me, it is my duty to share my experience with you, and because I've been part of being interviewed as well as being an interviewee as well. So whatever I've shared so long has been part of my experience. I'm sure if you need more inputs from me, feel free to connect. Okay, there's so many ways of connecting. I'm sure so many of you are already on my LinkedIn, and so stay connected. You can at least send me a message, and I should be able to help you either for your interview preparation, if not at least to give you some input saying that these people are looking for an opening. So I thank you all very much because you've been very patient. Sorry if I've been ruthless at times, picking out people from here and there. And Varmaji, I'm sorry if I've done something which has gone against you. Okay, but my intention was to help you to overcome your diffidence. So I need to thank your director, the faculty, who've been so nice to me always, and all the support that I get from you with the technical support. And I wish you all the best. Hope I can see you as my colleague at some point of time. It would be nice to work along with you. And for those who are entrepreneurs, we at least can come and see how you're running your own business. So all the very best, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure you've learned something from this.